Alicia. Hang on, you're coming in. Alicia. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. Hold on. I know it says you're muted. Hold on. Where'd it go? Yeah, so over there, your microphone's not. There we go. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
How are you?
I'm good. And this is my mom.
Hey, Mom. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Look, I love your accent. I have a good Southern one too. Well, you're not from South. Where are you from? Y'all are in Maine, right?
Maine.
Where are y'all from?
Yeah.
Maine. Yes. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so excited. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And because that's the Maine accent. Sorry, I went up there for a little bit. I went to Winter Harbor and I kept getting confused with like Chicago, but then there's like a little bit more of like an intensity to it. And I love Maine. So with that being said, y'all, we have 30 minutes. I'm sorry for running behind. It's my first day in my new studio and I got some wire trip ups like before my first session. So it kind of like messed me overall down.
That's okay.
So thank you. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously, when I channel, what we're doing is we're asking people's soul to come through. We're asking their consciousness to show up. So obviously, whenever we're channeling, we have to do this with love. We have to do it with dignity. We also have to remember that they a lot of times haven't used me before. Okay, so they're learning how to talk through me. I'm learning how to teach or how to talk with them. They give me a bunch of signs and symbols. They give me a bunch of this place feels so. Is this a basement? Are you in a basement?
This is a garage.
This is a garage. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, oh my, sorry. I've had sessions in really crazy places before. And I was like, man, this gives me like creepy, cool vibes all over the place. Do you know, it's 101 degrees in my garage right now. Ain't no way I could have one there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. So I get signs and symbols, feelings and emotions. They'll put me in situations. And the last one is I get words and phrases. Hang out with me. Hold on. One of them, there's somebody here and they're talking about being in this garage with you. And they're saying, quote unquote, I like it out here. It's quiet. Like they enjoy it. And like it helps them think. It lets me think. That's what they're saying. They say that what? Interesting. I'm gonna say, Mom, that like this would be your dad, which is interesting. He says, tell me. And he comes up and he like gives you a pat. He gives you like a kind of like a hug. He's like, he's not necessarily like the biggest, like, oh, like he comes up and he gives you like this light hug in my head. And he just lets me know that you know that he loves you. You know that he loves you. Like that's like a given in my head. He says that I feel like y'all's family is really tight knit. It would be really close, or at least that was like the big thing. And he's talking about how I said, well, what about the family? He says, oh, we're really tight knit. We're really close. We're always together, like this whole thing. He says that, tell me about her. What? Hold on. What about it? It's odd that in my head, I can hear dogs barking, and I don't know why. Do y'all have dogs right now in the house?
No, but there are some dogs across the street that are barking.
Oh, are they right now? Really? Are they really?
They were, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Okay, sorry. All I heard was like dogs in my head barking, and I'm like, what is this? And they're talking about how the dogs are away. Don't worry about that. So interesting. He's talking about how, because he's in this garage with you. What? What are you doing? He is your dad for me in my head. He's like can be a very crafty person. I think he's trying to figure out what his body looks like to me, because he's walking around. He has his hand in his pocket. He takes it out. He's not really showing me his head. He's more like trying to figure out like, how young does he look? What does he look like? Somebody keeps talking about fishing over and over again. That's what this is for, which is odd. Yeah. It's like, but it's like almost like I don't know if this is fly fishing or if this is just a regular one, but
Regular fish.
it doesn't. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because I'm like, I know this is fly, but he keeps like casting and bringing it back in, casting and bringing it back in, and I can feel the rod. And he, what? I just want him to have like this old school little cabin thing, and like that's what his area of heaven is in my head. He says, "Tell me what." He pops into your home every now and then. He's like sitting down. He just like pops in. Oh, what? Hold on. He's very, oh, he's like saying like that. What about her? Interesting. Are y'all together like all the time? 24/7? You and mom?
No, not all the time.
No.
Once in a while.
Interesting. Okay. This is all he says. He says like be nice to your mother, quote unquote. And he's talking about, I'm about to say you're mean, but he says like they need to get together more or they need to be together more, something like that. And I'm like maybe he says they need to get together so much that maybe they're sick of each other. I was like, I don't think that they're sick of each other. And he's talking about how apparently y'all are, you and mom are like very two different personalities. Let's just say that. Like really
Well,
good.
we're like the same. Like I'll talk
Really?
sometimes at work, I'll sound just like her.
We're
Really?
very much
Are you? Interesting. The way he views it is like for y'all, he's maybe that's the yin and yang thing. He's showing me how y'all are like a yin and yang, which is like a peace sign to me, right? So there's a black side and there's a white side, but they fit together. And so that's what he shows for y'all. So for me, this would probably mean either he's saying that y'all are very, very harmonious, or this could mean that y'all fill in the gaps with one another. And so you create a whole. He says that, tell me about her. What? He just asked me, what are we having for dinner? I think they've already eaten. I don't know. One, hold on. Give me a second. Is this how old is this? It's not just a garage, is this a workshop as well?
It used to be a old barn. And then they created the slab. They put the slab in after the barn was built. I think it's like maybe 1800s maybe.
Are you serious?
I
Okay,
believe.
remember earlier I was saying there's a creepy feeling? Okay, it's not bad. This is what, oh, I like this place. Oh my God. This is what they just showed me. They're talking about, he says this used to be like a working man's place or like a workshop or something like that. And I go, why? And I hear metal everywhere. And I hear like if somebody's doing like horseshoes or something, or somebody's putting shoes on. And so I'm like, is this a workshop? He's talking about how, what? Painted the outside. Oh, the whole thing's refurbished. So y'all painted the outside of this place, the barn?
Yes.
Or is it repainted? Okay, interesting. I said, so what does it look like on the outside? He's talking about how it's redone. He says that you have some very interesting vibes going on here. It's almost like I'm getting what was and what is mixed with your dad and our other grandfather. I'm gonna see if both of them come in. Hang on. What? Were you really? Was like one of these dads was your father? Who was the one that was born in like 31 or like 32? Do you know? Like one of them born in like the early 30s?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. Only reason because they're talking about how my dad was born in 1935. And he's talking about how one of them, they keep saying that they're a little bit older than my father. And so for me, that would be early 30s. And so obviously, because we're in 5. So yeah, think about that and then let me know or like email me later. Hold on. Tell me what happened. What do they call Are they called Mainers? For
Yeah.
Maine person? Mainer,
Mainers,
really?
Yes.
Okay. I thought he was saying, so down here in the South, in Texas, in Louisiana, because I'm right on the border over there, they call tomatoes, they call them maters sometimes. And so
Right.
I was like, I kept hearing Mainer, and I'm like, why are you saying the Southern word for tomato? Like, what is going on? Okay, so he keeps saying we're a Mainer, or I'm a Mainer, and I'm like, okay, all the way through and through. He says, come here, tell me about him. Hold on. Hold on. What happened? Somebody keeps talking about being hospitalized over and over again. I think, Mom, that your father is heavenly. He is angelic. He doesn't like to be a part of his body anymore. That's not a thing. He's just this light, bright, airy spirit. I think that he lived enough life for everybody, but he has now like been released from his body, has been released from his corpse that was really dragging him down and really giving him a hard time. And he doesn't have to be there anymore.
Yeah.
It feels like just from like being in his body and making him feel it, or making me feel it for just a little bit, it just feels like exhausting, and so that's not him. And so he's able to do everything that he wants to do now, include be with you, include hang out with you. He says that, what? Do y'all live like not in the big city in Maine? Y'all live like kind of outskirts?
He used to live in Durham, which was
And
out in the country.
Out in the country. Okay, this is all how interesting. So he's talking about how, so I just bought 36 acres in the middle of nowhere in Texas. And he says, I like this living. He says, but you need more trees because it's all cleared cattle land and the thing that I have. And I go, okay, well, why? He says, yeah, there's not a whole lot of places to go or things to do. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? And he says, much like here. And he's talking about how the girls or y'all would be bored to tears having to be on your phone all the time, like going back and forth. He says that, one. And that little home that he had was really old as well.
Yes, it was an old
Yeah.
trailer.
Shut up. Really? Oh, so no
Yeah.
wonder. He goes like this. He says,
"Poop out back too."
did he? Oh, yeah, he goes like this. I go, so what? Really? No wonder. This is all he's saying. He goes, I said, so what about this? I said, so where's your home? What's happened? He goes, oh, it was old. It was broken down. We don't need that. He goes, it's gone. And I go, okay. He says, but I mean, it was good. It was a good place. And one. Tell me. Would he let the chickens out to eat? He would let them out? Oh, he would. Oh, okay. Sorry, we just got chickens. I literally have 4-week-old, like that are, they're starting to get their feathers right now in a box or in a big tub in my living room. Okay, so they're all peeping. And I said, right now we're building a coop, but we're trying to figure out, do we let them out or do we keep them in a run? And he says that he let them out. And so I should do that. That's what your grandfather's talking to me about in my head. I'm just letting you know. We're having a chicken discussion. He says, tell me about her. What? And y'all don't have, Mom, y'all don't have chickens right now? No. Okay. Yeah. I go, what about them? Do they have that love? He goes, oh, no, they can't do that, or they don't have that. And I go, fine. He says, tell me. What? Is he still in that trailer? What do you mean? You're still in that trailer. What do you mean? Hold on. Did your father like almost pass away in that trailer?
No,
I don't believe so.
No.
He had fallen, broke his hip, and then he ended up staying at St. Mary's in Lewiston.
The hospital. For the remainder of it. Okay, this is all he said. And he says, that was a great trailer. And I go, why? And he says, I never went back. I go, why? He said, almost lost my life there. And I'm like, what'd you do? If he fell and he broke his hip and it was traumatic, no wonder. That's why. Yeah, but he's very disappointed about not going back, or he wasn't able to go back. He What? He says they call it rehab. I call it prison. He's talking about having to stay at that hospital or having to stay at that area.
He always asked me and my dad to like, can you sneak me out of here? I want to go home.
No wonder, bud. Yeah, he just wants to go home. And so now he bugs you. Now he hangs out with you all the time. Tell me about her. He loves you, Alicia. Loves you, adores you. Like, my gosh, hold on. Are you the first girl for him? Like, are you the first granddaughter thing?
No, I have an older
Weird.
sister.
You do. Interesting. It's weird because he talks about you like you're the only one, or like you're the best one, or you're the favorite one for him.
He's the best
That's why.
one.
Oh, is she? Okay, we're gonna leave that there. Yeah. He just, the way he talks about you is like that nobody else exists. Like it's just you. So I want to let you know that that's how he feels about you. Tell me about her. Oh, he's just flashed me a picture of his body. And he's talking about, oh, he just did. Oh, that's weird. So I asked him, I said, I know it's so weird. I asked him, I go, so what did you look like before you crossed? And he goes, like that. And he shows me an image of like him laying back and like it taking a while and what he looks like and how like long and drawn out it is. And he's like, see, I showed you. Are you happy now? I was like, well, I mean, not really, but thank you. And he's talking about how like to see an old man die. One. Were they able to call y'all and y'all were able to be around him as he crossed over?
I was working that day at my bank, and I had an hour for a break, so I'd go there and visit him on my breaks while I had the chance. And then I went back to work, and then after that he ended up passing away before I.
Well, we went to see him, and then we left and told them to call us when he was closed.
Good.
But they didn't call us, and he passed.
And they missed it. Okay, this is what he says. He goes like this. He says, I go, so what about the very end? How did that go? And they go, oh, they got a chance to come in and see me. He's talking about how it was like a spectacle. And I go, why? He says them coming in and out in like a funny way. He's not mad about it. He's just joking with it. And he says that he says they all got their piece, which means like coming to say bye. And he's talking about when he left, how refreshed he was, how good it is. And he says that what? He was very happy because now he can get up and do stuff. He's very happy about that. He told me that I can't take a car down a dirt road. And he has an old school truck in my head. He has an old school truck. Yeah, I have a dirt road leading up to my house. And he goes, you can't take a car down a dirt road. And I go, okay. And he says, that's why I have a truck. And I have one here too. And I said, fine. And then he gets in like this little old school truck in my head. And that's what he's riding on. What? He had a gun. He did. That man had a gun. Way to go. Yeah, cool. It's okay. We're down here in Texas. I get it. He goes like this. He goes, I said, were you ever scared of any like animals getting on your property? And he's talking about like wolves or black bears or whatever this may be. Or down here we have coyotes. I don't know if they have them up there, coyotes. And he's talking about, oh, they do. Okay. And he goes like that. He goes, and like, and I'm like, oh, you got it. Don't worry about it. And he says, what? And he still has that. Tell me about her. Tell me. Hold on. All I'm tasting is hot chocolate over and over and over again. I have no idea why. Y'all must eat some really good like comfort food or something, or like really, or like mom, are you a sweet person? I'm obsessed with sweets. Are you a sweet person?
Yeah. Can be.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm right here with you. For lunch today, I had 2 fruit roll-ups and a cupcake. It's okay. Okay. Terrible diet. But he goes like, and I had a bowl of Lucky Charms for breakfast. So you tell me who's worse. And he goes like this. He's talking about, he makes me taste hot chocolate, and then he talks about how his daughter loves sweets. And I'm like, oh my God, we get on that train together. Like it would be bad. And he's talking about comfort food. He says, tell me. Interesting. Did y'all end up like taking a lot of stuff out of his little trailer? Y'all ended up and the rest of it be junked in? What happened with that?
His previous wife's children are the ones that did that. We weren't
Ransacked it. Ah, okay. This is all he's showing me. He's talking about like 2 or 3 people coming into this trailer and being like,
Yeah.
and then he's talking about the rest, which means junked it, you know. And he's talking about what a disappointment that is. He says he keeps showing me, did your dad bypass the war? Like, did he never have to go in the military?
He was in the Korean
He was in the
War.
Korean conflict. Okay, this is what he says. He goes like this. I said, so what else did you do in life? And he shows me my dad. I have a picture of him over here in the military. And he says, oh, can we just bypass the war, which means forget about it or like not want to be a part of it? And so I'm like, did he like not do that? Why is he bringing up random words like that? He says that, tell me, hold on. Hold on. Weird. He's talking about watching all the. He didn't want to talk about it. I wonder if he actually, I think he saw combat. I think he actually did see combat or something like that. Yeah, because he's talking about how he saw it or he watched it, and he's talking about how I'm going to let it go. Hang on. I want to see if we can grab. What? Interesting. Your father says don't need church when you already have God in your heart. So I'm guessing at some point he was a church person, and at some point he like just stopped or like, yeah.
Every Sunday, religiously.
Religiously. Oh, okay. Yeah, he goes like this. He says he's talking about being a church person, and he's talking about when he dies, he has God in his heart. So like now he's here. And so I'm like, at some point he was going to church a whole hell of a lot. He says, what? But was it like one of the off ones, like Presbyterian or something like that?
It was a Baptist church.
Baptist. Interesting. Yeah, I go, are you Catholic? Like, what's going on like that? And then he keeps showing me, and I'm like, we were Methodist growing up and Catholic and stuff like that. And then he's talking about no Lutheran, no nothing like that. And he, what? Tell me, bud. He keeps touching a Bible in my head over and over and over again. Almond. What? So tell me. He's very happy with where he's at. You have some you have some crazy stuff going on in this barn right now. Is there like a loft up top, or is there like an area that used to have a loft? Oh, is there? Oh,
Yes.
Ugh, okay, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but what I just saw in my brain was something interesting. I just saw somebody hanging. And I was like, well, what is that for? But it's not a haunted barn. Maybe it's a haunted barn. And I was like, what is that? And they talk about, oh, there's a loft up here. And I was like, oh, great. So maybe something like that happened here at one point, which is odd. I don't know why. It seems like a little, you have a hanging spooky up there. And it's not bad, but I'm just letting you know that was a very odd image. Let me see if this other person can come through as well. Hang on. What? Tell me. What about it? Hold on. I love your dad, Mom. He just keeps telling me, he's like, you're really nice. Like, he just says the nicest things. He's such a sweet guy. He, I can feel him pat me on the shoulder. I can feel him trying to be around. Come here. What? Did Dad's father live further out? Like, did he not live as close as your father to y'all? Or did he not
Correct.
see y'all? Yeah, cool. Yeah. He says like this. I said, so where are you at? What's going on? He says, oh, I didn't see him as often. Like I live further out or like farther away.
Yeah.
And okay, was he like not in Maine at all? Where
It
was he
wasn't,
at? He
but
was.
just
How far away was that though? Oh, okay.
what?
Okay. Hang on.
Well,
I was like,
20 minutes away.
gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah. All I was like, all Manians, Mainers. Now that I know that word now, stick together. Like it's a whole thing. Like kind of like Texas people. It's like, yeah. Hang on. Come here. Help me. He does like hot dogs. He would eat a pink hot dog. It is a thing apparently. A pink, yeah.
Yeah,
I said
red
some
hot
people are.
in Maine.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I have a bag. I have a package in my freezer. Now, they have been frosted, defrosted, driven home on a 16-hour car ride. They are not good or tasty, but I have them just as a souvenir. They talks about how, oh, I would have like this red hot dog or this pink hot dog. Yeah, I'd eat it. I'm like, okay, cool. He says, tell me what? He says, I never saw a face I didn't like. You know, it's interesting because I like Dad's father for you, Alicia, but I like your mom's dad better for you. Your mom's dad is your bud. He's everything. Dad's dad is there. He's cool. He misses his son. He's around. He helps you out. He is with, hold on. He's more like instructing mom to do stuff. Come on over here. Help out with this. Get over here and do this. Blah, blah, blah. Like there's love, but it's more tactile, you know? Whereas this other gentleman, your dad, mom, is just like the best person. I love him. Not saying the other guy was bad, but on grading scales, let's just say that. Tell me about her. What? I feel like your dad's family has a lot more people in it that were able to be around this gentleman as he crossed over. Like it's much more huddled. It's much more there. Because he's talking about how it wasn't as clear cut. I said, so what happened with you? He says it wasn't as clear cut as with her father. He says that, you know, there's all these people that are wanting to come in. There's all these people coming from, you know, different places or areas, and we have a bigger family. And I go, okay. And he says, like, tell them I'm fine. He's just in heaven. He's hanging out. One.
Chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling. Exactly. Is somebody living in his old house?
My aunt and my Uncle Ross.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I said, what happened to your house? Where did it go? He says, oh, the family took it over. I go, okay. And so he knows.
My uncle tried, you know, picking things even before he tried, you know, even before he passed away. They were like, oh, he's gonna get that, and my uncle Danny's gonna get this, and even before he died.
What an asshole. You know what I'd say if it was me and I was dying? I'd be like, fuck you guys. I'm selling it all. Yeah. And I'm going to take the money and I'm going to bury it in the backyard in a coffee can. And you got to go find it. That's what I would say. Yeah. What a jerk. Yeah. Well, no, I can tell you that your grandfather, this one, is around, but not nearly as much as your other one. Like he almost just feels like he's here. He says hi, he leaves, he's good. He's around all this other family, but he'll still protect you. But your mom's daddy is everything. Okay. So for right now, Sugar Cube, because I got to run to my next session too. I want you to go and I want you to take your haunted barn and I want you to enjoy it. And when I come up in Maine, we can have a session there and figure out who's in the rafters. And for right now, do y'all have any questions for me at all or anything?
My mom, I'd like to know if she's okay.
Oh, give me her first name only.
Carol?
Hold on. Hang on. Did your mother pass before your father?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, your dad just said, Carol took the dip first without me. That's all he said. I was like, all right, cool. Your dad's still making conversation here. What? Yeah. Oh, so they were still married the entire time? Like before when she passed?
No.
No.
Weird. He's talking about how Carol's giving him direction. That's the only reason. Like Carol's giving him direction, telling him what to do, where to go. So I'm like, I don't know if they're married or if they actually found each other in the afterlife. Like that's the thing. What? Huh? Interesting. Your dad's funny. He says, tell her she's fine and that I'm giving her a break, quote unquote. I feel like your mother had a lot of opinions. Like she could get really gassed up in a way, like very, very intense, but I like her. I can tell you your mom is okay. I can tell you she's fine. I can tell you your dad has found her, has made contact. One. Hold on. Has mom been gone for like at least 10 years now?
She died in 2002.
Oh, so it's 20 years. So that's why she's saying about, okay, yeah, she's talking about last time I saw Alicia was when she was like up to her hip or like up to her knee. So like yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how old you are, Alicia, but that has to be more than 10 years because I don't think you've got, yeah, that's why I said that. So yeah, no, your mom is there. She's around. I can tell you that she would be somebody that guides you and helps you as well, but she's also she's in like a higher vibrational state. So she's not so much a body like your dad. Your dad is in this house. Your dad is walking around. Your dad is physically here. Your mom is more of an energy too, but that's okay because that's what we all are. Okay. Yeah. So take a couple minutes.
She's not walking over us as much as dad is, right?
Oh no, she is. She's just in a different form. So she'll help you out if like something goes really haywire, like somebody's about to lose their life or if somebody has cancer, she's going to come in and she's going to be the one that saves the day. Your dad is going to be the one that gives you day-to-day direction.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all take a couple minutes, have a good breather, have a good ugly cry. And if you need me, just email me. Okay.
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 All right. All right, Mainers. I love y'all.
Thank you.
Welcome.